Every GitHub Actions power user hits the same wall. For steps that belong together, setup node, install dependencies, lint, test, copy-pasted into every single workflow file. When the node version changes, you hunt through 5 YAMLs and pray you didn't miss one. This is a maintenance trap, and it grows worse with every new workflow you add. There is a cleaner path: wrap those repeated steps into a composite action and replace the whole block with a single uses line. In this chapter we build that action from scratch, wire up inputs and outputs, and learn exactly when to reach for a composite instead of a reusable workflow. A composite action is GitHub's purpose-built answer to step-level reuse. It is not a full workflow. There is no trigger, no job section, no runner declaration. It is simply a named collection of steps packaged inside an action.yml file. Once defined, you reference it exactly like any marketplace action, with a uses key, optionally passing inputs through with. The steps run inline inside the calling job, sharing its runner and environment, with zero extra infrastructure cost. Think of it as a function call for your CI pipeline. GitHub Actions supports 3 flavors of custom action. JavaScript actions run node.js code directly on the runner, fast and portable, but they require you to bundle dependencies. Docker actions spin up a container, giving you full control over the runtime environment at the cost of slower startup. Composite actions are the simplest: pure YAML, shell commands, and calls to other actions, no compilation, no container build. For the common case of reusing a sequence of shell steps, Composite is almost always the right choice, and it is the focus of this entire chapter. Location is not optional. GitHub has a strict convention. Local composite actions live inside .github/actions, each action in its own subdirectory. The subdirectory name becomes the action's identifier in your use's path. Inside that directory there must be a file called exactly action.yml, not setup.yml, not config.yml, not myaction.yml. When GitHub resolves a local use's path, it looks for that exact file name. Getting the path wrong produces a silent failure where the action is never found, so lock this structure into muscle memory before writing a single line of YAML. Every composite action.yml has 5 building blocks. Name and description are metadata shown in the actions UI and, if you publish, in the marketplace listing. The input section declares the parameters callers can pass, each with a description, a required flag, and an optional default. The output section declares values the action will surface to the calling workflow after it finishes. The runs block is the engine. Using Composite tells GitHub the action type, and steps is the ordered list of work run commands and uses references that execute sequentially inside the caller's job. Inputs are the public API of your action. Each key in the inputs map becomes a parameter callers supply through with. The description field is documentation. Write it as if someone else will use this action 6 months from now. Setting required to true means GitHub will error immediately if the caller omits the value, which is far friendlier than a cryptic runtime failure later. Pair required false with a sensible default. Node version defaults to 20, working directory defaults to a single D, and your action works out of the box for the most common case while remaining fully configurable. Inside the runs.steps list you can freely mix run commands and uses references to other actions, the same syntax as a workflow job. To read an input value inside a step you use the inputs.name expression inside the standard double brace delimiters in your YAML string. There is one rule that trips up almost everyone on their first composite action: every run step must declare a shell. Unlike workflow steps where the default shell is inherited from the job, composite steps require the shell key explicitly, omit it, and GitHub throws a validation error before the action ever runs. Here is a complete, production-ready composite action. It accepts 2 optional inputs: node version defaulting to 20, and working directory defaulting to the current directory. The steps section chains 3 things: check out the repository with action/checkout at v4, install the requested node.js version with action/setup node passing the input through, then run npm CI in the working directory. This single action.yml file replaces the 4-step block you used to paste into every workflow. Callers get all 3 steps with 1 line and 2 optional parameters. Calling your composite action from a workflow step is intentionally identical to calling a marketplace action. The uses value starts with // to signal a local path. GitHub resolves it relative to the repository route and appends the action.yml automatically. Inputs map one-to-one to the keys defined in the actions input section and are passed through with, just as you would with action/checkout. After that single step runs, all 3 inner steps, checkout, setup node, npm CI, have executed inside your job, and the next step can immediately run npm test against the installed dependencies. Composite actions can return data to the calling workflow through outputs. Inside a composite step you write a key value pair to the GitHub_output environment file, the same mechanism used in regular workflow steps. You then declare that output in the actions output section, mapping the output name to the steps result using the steps.stepid.outputs expression. In the calling workflow, you give the action step an ID, and then any subsequent step can read the value through that ID's outputs. This three-step flow, write, declare, read, unlocks powerful patterns like passing build artifacts paths, test result statuses, or computed version strings upstream. A composite action that lives inside your repo is useful for that repo alone. To share it across your entire organization or the world, you promote it to its own repository. Move action.yml to the root of a new repo, create a semantic version release tag, and check the Publish to Marketplace checkbox on the GitHub release page. From that moment, any workflow anywhere can reference it with uses :org/repo name at v1, no dot/prefix, no local path. Maintain a moving major version tag like v1 that you advance on each patch so callers get fixes automatically without changing their workflows. Composite actions inherit the calling job's entire environment. Every GitHub context variable like GitHub_workspace and GitHub_sha is available inside every composite step without any extra configuration. To inject additional environment variables, use the env key on individual steps. These additions are scoped only to that step and do not leak to siblings. One important constraint to know: unlike workflow jobs, composite actions have no top-level env block. If you need a variable available to all steps, either set it in the caller's job environment before invoking the action, or repeat the env declaration on each step that needs it. Choosing between a composite action and a reusable workflow comes down to one question: are you reusing steps or jobs? Composite actions inject steps into an already running job, no new runner is allocated, execution is fast, and cost is minimal. Reusable workflows spin up brand new jobs with their own runners, their own environment, and the ability to run a full matrix in parallel. Use Composite when you want to dry up a handful of steps that belong in a single job. Use a reusable workflow when you need to share an entire multi-job pipeline, like a build job followed by a deploy job, across multiple repositories. Time to verify the one rule you must never get wrong: where does the action.yml file live for a local composite action? The uses path./.github/action/myaction tells GitHub exactly where to look. It resolves that path from the repo root and expects to find action.yml inside a directory named myaction under .github/actions. Placing the file in workflows, at the repo root, or anywhere else will cause GitHub to report that the action cannot be found. Lock in the correct path, and you will never spend 20 minutes debugging a missing action again.